So welcome to class, and tonight's class is going to focus a little bit on spinal mobility, and that'll include a little bit of twisting. So let's start though on our backs, okay? So unwind on your mat. We'll start as we oftentimes do with a little breathing. So take a moment to unfold yourself onto your mat and take a nice big breath in, filling up. And slowly releasing the breath. Feeling the body and the weight of the body resting on the earth. Another full breath in. And a slow, long exhale. Then I'd like you to bring to mind the infinity sign. And just imagine breathing up on the outer edge of the infinity sign and then an exhale as you come across and down. And slowing the breath down as you use the infinity sign as a focus point for your mind and the breath. Letting the breath be a little on the full side on the inhale. And then slow and long on the exhale. Letting it come to a full and natural exhalation. And letting the body go a bit with the exhalation. Letting the muscles untangle a bit. And feeling yourself arriving. Welcoming yourself here. Finishing the breath that you're on and taking 3 more. Then returning to the natural breath and bringing your attention over the heart and just checking in with the emotional body. Sometimes our expectations, especially with the holiday, can be high, and we're expecting all kinds of amazingness. And the reality of life is it's a little more messy than that. So as you're checking in with your own experience, just allowing for whatever you find and bringing kindness to your intention to be present for the holiday, for the warmth, for the connection. And then bringing your hands right behind the nape of your neck, the back of the head, and draw the elbows up a bit. And then spread the wings open. Lifting the heart, press the hands down. You can actually pull your hands out from behind the neck if you want to, and just elbows up, and then elbows open, bringing them out to the side. Inhale them up. Exhale, lift the heart and push the elbows back down. Couple more times here. Inhale up. Exhale down. Shoulder blades together. Bend the knees and bring the knees towards your hands and draw some circles on your back. That always feels good and comfortable on the back. Switching directions. And then go ahead and take the hand around the ankle of the left foot and bring it in close to the hip as the right foot goes long. And then sweep the right foot over to the left, the right arm up, and sweep it over to the left. This is spreading the ribs on the right, and take a big breath into the ribs here. And release. Then bring that right foot in. Take the hand around the ankle, let it come right here behind the glute. Extend the left foot down. Sweep the left foot across to the right. The left hand up and over to the right. Big breath into the ribs on the left. And release. Coming back to center, both knees in, circles on the back. And then I like to bring my hands right behind my thighs, but you can also roll over onto the side. We're coming up to a seat now. So choose your mechanism for coming up to a seated posture. And once you get to a comfortable seat, let's pay attention to the neck a bit because it always feels good to get our neck stretch. So taking your left hand, sweeping it behind you if that's available, or in front if it's not, and nesting it into the right elbow. And then draw that left elbow in and gently lean away from that left side and nod the head. The stretch will be in the outer side of the neck here. And just feel into your experience. That's the most important thing, is feeling into your experience, noticing it, and honoring it. Breathing. And then releasing and switching sides. Nesting that hand into the elbow. Draw both elbows forward and then slowly drift the head away from that right shoulder and nod the head, feel the neck, explore the stretch. And release. A little shoulder roll there. Drop those shoulder blades back and down, and then bring the hands to namaste. Exhale here. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, thumbs back, shoulder blades together, big rainbow. Sweep it up. Exhale, home. Fill the body. Exhale, open. Inhale up. Exhale, home. Explore that full range of motion. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Push it out into a T. Drop that right hand to the mat, sweeping over. Push the opposite hip down to the mat. Bend. Sweep the sky. Exhale, side bend. Keep that attention in your body. Sweep the sky. Exhale, side bend. Roll the heart a little bit towards the earth. And then sweep the gaze up to the sky. Beautiful. Sweep through center. Exhale, heart towards the earth. Inhale, rotate towards the sky. And coming back to center, bring your hand to the inside of the knee and then sweep the arm, other arm open. Feeling that twist. I created a little holiday scene today. Coming through the center, sweep it open to the other side. Changing up our scenery sometimes creates a little beauty in our lives, which can be nice. Dropping your hand behind the knee and then sweeping it open. Feel that spinal revolution. Keep the spine tall. Inhale through center, tall spine, and revolve. Exhale. Fantastic. Come on over onto your hands and knees, and we'll continue our warm-up. Little cat-cow motion here, starting with that lumbar spine. How's your spine tonight? Just a little bit back and forth as you move the hips, and then slowly work it up through the thoracic spine and the neck. And then taking one of my favorite postures, balanced table, push the right heel out, left thumb to the sky. This is one of the most powerful practices for the back body. Inhale, a little lift. Exhale, sweep off center. Inhale, long and away. Feel the navel, fill the belly. Exhale, draw the navel in. Inhale, long. Bring the hand down, the ball of the foot down. Press into both hands as the heel pushes back and gives you a calf stretch. That can feel real good. All right, coming back now down to your table. If it feels good, take a little cat-cow and then find that left heel, pressing back, engage the back body, right thumb to the sky and breathing here. And exhale off center. Keep the back nice and flat, inhale long. Exhale, sweep away, but keep the back steady. Inhale long. Exhale away. Inhale long. Bring the hand down, the ball of the foot down, calf stretch. Push that heel back. Nice job. Okay, walking the hands one handprint forward, drop the hips, squeeze the glutes, lift the chest, and you can even lift the knees if you want to, coming to a full up dog. Then tuck the toes and push the hips up for a down dog. Our first down dog of the night. So just sway the hips a little left and right. Drop the ears between the biceps. Spread the fingers and try to keep the weight off the wrist, but the weight is more at the base of the thumb and the first finger. Then bend your knees and draw your chest towards your thighs, coming to more of a puppy dog as the knees get very close to the mat. Bring the knees down, untuck the toes, squeeze the glutes, modified up dog. Option to lift the knees, up dog. Untuck the toes, down dog. And just pedal out the feet a little bit. See what in your legs or in your back or in your arms, what needs attention in this stretch. One more time, floating the knees just over the mat, pressing the chest back towards the thighs, puppy dog. And then bring the knees down, untuck the toes, modified up dog, tuck the toes, down dog. And then walk your hands towards your feet or your feet towards your hands, coming to your forward fold. Inhale for a half lift. Feel the crown reaching forward, tailbone reaching behind you, and your inner thighs spinning out toward the back wall. Exhale and soften. Inhale, halfway lift. Feel the belly here filling with breath. Exhale, scoop the navel in. Inhale, fill. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, fill, and walk yourself up the rest of the thighs, coming to standing. Roll the arms out into a T and lift the heart. Squeeze the glutes, thumbs back, gaze to the sky. And exhale. And release. Beautiful. Okay, let's take our balance posture. So go ahead and come onto your right foot and come out into your star. And it's sometimes helpful if you hold a focus point. And we'll add just a little bit of a challenge here, okay? So this might be enough of a challenge for me tonight, just coming to star. Feeling the dantian and then spreading through each of the limbs, the crown of the head, both arms and the foot. But if you'd like to, roll up onto the ball of your foot a little bit and see if that will tip you off balance or if you can maintain a little balance doing that. Or another option is to bend the knee and stay in that star. Okay, whatever you are choosing to do for your challenge is right for you tonight. And then we'll come to the other foot and find your star on this side. Okay? And then you choose. Do you want to come up onto the ball of the foot a little bit? Or, let yourself come into a little bit of a bend in the knee. Whatever it is, let it be a challenge and a learning experience. Okay, and release. We'll come into our flow now. Come to the top of your mat. Letting some weight drop into those heels. Feeling the back body and the back of the head leveling up with the shoulder blades just a bit. Stacking the joints. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and step back on the right, bringing that right knee down to the mat, untucking the toes, and coming up into our modified warrior one, letting the hips sink towards the heel. Right hand on the left knee, sweep the left arm back into the twist. Inhale, modified warrior one. Exhale, frame the foot, tuck the back toes, sweep the left foot, three-legged dog. Inhale, floating down to plank. Dropping knees, chest and chin. Inhale, roll up cobra. Exhale, down dog. Floating out to plank. Drop the left knee, step the right foot forward. Rise into your modified warrior one. Hips sinking towards the front heel. Left hand on the right knee, sweep the right arm back, horizontal, and revolve the spine into that twist. Inhale, modified warrior one. Exhale, frame the foot, tuck the back toes, step to forward fold. Inhale, half lift, and fold. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, home. Reposition your feet if you need to. Sweep it up, tall mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. And fold, step back on the left, bring the knee down to the mat. Inhale up for your low lunge, modified warrior one. This time, bringing the right hand down to the hip, reach up through that left arm. Bring that left elbow across the right knee, if that's available to you. Now work with your situation, and then bring your hands together in a prayer. Now, if this works for you, great. If it doesn't, you can always take the twist we just did. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee, coming into that prayer twist for one breath. Bring the knee back down, modified warrior one. Exhale, frame the foot, three-legged dog. Reach it up. Exhale, bring it down to plank. Take your flow, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, float to plank. Bring the right knee down. Step the left foot forward. Coming to modified warrior one on this side. Now we'll do that prayer twist. Reach up through that right arm. Tuck it across the knee, prayer hands, option for the back toes to tuck, lifting that right knee with that crescent lunge prayer twist. Bring the back knee down, hands up. Exhale, frame the foot and tuck the back toes as you come forward to a forward fold. Take a moment there to nod the head. Releasing any tension in the neck. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep it up. Hands to heart. And release. Okay, very good. Well, what a lovely start to our warm-up. Let's move on to a B series where we'll take a little different flow, and we'll include some side planks, not on the first one, but on the second flow. Okay, finding your mountain position, feeling that stacking of the joints and finding that ujjayi breath, where you have that sound of the ocean as you exhale. Inhale, reaching behind you. Exhale, sweep into your chair. Feel the heels drop into the mat and press away from each other as the heart lifts for 2 breaths. And fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Feel the spine lengthen and strengthen. Exhale, hands down, step back to your plank. We'll take a high to low push up here. So just the slightest softening of the elbows to bring the body down just a little bit from a high plank to low plank. Then let the knees down, untuck the toes, rise up into your up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, down dog. Then we'll lift the left foot up. Bend the knee and stack the hips, flexing the ankle. Feel that fire hydrant pose. Exhale, step it forward. Bring that foot all the way forward for your runner's lunge. Plant that right hand down. Sweep the left hand to the sky. Keep that right kneecap drawn up. Exhale, bring it down. The hand down, that is. Runner's lunge, push the feet apart. Rise to crescent lunge. This can be a balance challenge. Take a breath here. Drop the back heel. Option for temple fingers, warrior one. When you're ready, release the hands. Frame the foot. Step back for your plank. Now you can take a flow here, or you can skip flow. We all meet in down dog. Inhale the right foot up, bend the knee and stack the hips. Bring the right foot forward between the hands. Taking your runner's lunge on this side. Keep the back kneecap up. As the right hand goes into the twist, reaching for the sky. The heart comes in line with the knee. Exhale, bring it down. Press the 2 feet away from each other. Rising crescent lunge. When you're ready, drop the back heel, warrior one. Exhale, frame the foot, step back for your plank. Again, an option for a flow here. Just meeting in down dog. Breathing for 3, 2, 1 more, looking between the thumbs. With the next exhale, step to forward fold. Inhale for a half lift, strong long back, reach through the crown. Exhale, fold. Soften the knees and hips, reach behind you, sweep up into your chair. Breathing for 3, 2, 1. Hands to prayer and splash it up and out and release. Great job. Another flow down. Warming up the body and unwinding the mind. The more we can drop our attention into the body as we practice, it seems the more my mind lets go of all the worries of the day. All right, coming back to your mountain posture, we'll take another B series, this time with a gentle side plank in it. Reach the hands a little behind you and gently lower into your chair for a breath here. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, step back for your plank. Take a breath in plank. Keep the tailbone high enough so there's no sway in the low back. Bring the left knee down and kickstand it off to the left. Open up into that beautiful side plank you've got in your body. Stacking the shoulders. Float that back heel and reach up over the ear. And then switch, coming into gate posture. Let that foot drop down and reach the other arm up and over in gate. And then windmill your way back, coming into your plank. Exhale, push it up to down dog. Reach that right foot up to the sky. Stack the hips, fire hydrant. Exhale, bring that the right foot to the outside of the right hand for gecko posture. So in this posture, it might feel good to bring yourself up onto a block if that feels more doable. So you decide what is the right amount of stretch here in the hip. And just let yourself settle here in gecko for a breath or two. Hips are coming relatively low. You might even lean the right knee out away from the body a bit. And then setting your block aside if you are using one, frame the hands out and sweep that right foot back to the sky, a little shake, then come back to your three-legged down dog or fire hydrant. Exhale, bring the right knee behind the right wrist. We're coming into pigeon this time. And for pigeon, you know I like to slide that right shin forward, untuck the back toes, keeping them unsickled. Keep the right ankle flexed and feel yourself stretching up out of the right hip, right through the crown of the head. And breathing here. Trying to let go in the stretch points. Backing away from any pain, of course. One more breath here. And then sliding that foot back a little bit. Set your block aside and push back to your three-legged dog. Shake it out and bring that foot down. Pausing in down dog for a breath. We'll take those moves on the other side. Float out to your plank. Drop the right knee, kickstand it out, and let the left hand reach up to the sky for your side plank on this side. Float that heel up, reach up over the ear, fill into the ribs with the breath. Exhale, sweep on over for your gate posture. Reaching that hand down the side of the leg. Exhale, windmill your hands back. Coming into your plank again. Exhale, push the hips high, down dog. Inhale the left foot, bend the knees and stack the hips. Exhale, step it forward for our gecko on this side. Bringing the foot to the outside of the hand position. And then letting the body sink just a little bit to the inside of that leg. And again, feel free to use a block or a chair. Anything that works for you to help you feel like you're holding that posture in a way that honors your body, okay? So some of these postures offer a great stretch and others maybe are just not right for you. So take what works. Sweep the left foot back up, bend the knee and stack the hips. Exhale, bring the left knee in behind the wrist for our pigeon posture. I always like to use a block underneath my left hand when I'm taking this posture. Sliding the shin forward, keeping the ankle flexed. And on this side, I actually tuck my toes because my knee doesn't come down to the mat. And I just let that stretch happen in the outer left hip. 1 or 2 breaths here. And then when you're ready, sliding that foot back just a little bit, setting your block aside if you are using one. Push that left foot back up to the sky, bend the knee and stack the hips again. And slowly bring it down for your down dog. Sway the hips a little side to side, taking 3 breaths here. Gazing between the thumbs, and on the exhale, stepping or hopping, come to forward fold. Inhale for a half lift and fold. Inhale, reach behind you and come on up into your chair. Bring the hands to the heart and reach up and splash out of the water. Beautiful job. Okay, we've been moving right through our flows, haven't we? Okay, well, we've got one more flow to do, and this is again a B series with a nice stretch in it. Okay, so take what parts work for you. Coming into your mountain, and let's settle in there for 3 or 4 breaths. Just really feeling yourself landing in your heels and the joints stacking. That ujjayi breath. At any moment in our day, we can bring our attention to the breath and let our mind rest there. Slowing the breath to slow the mind. Let that frenetic feeling drift away. Inviting more peace. Feeling the weight in the heels. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, reach the arms back as you're softening the the knees and the hips, and sweep them forward, coming up into your chair. Press the heels and the knees apart a little bit. Breathing for 3, 2, 1 more. And fold. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, fold, and step out to your plank. Push directly to down dog. Inhale the left foot up. Bend the knees and stack the hips. Exhale, bring that left foot under the body and reach it out in front of you. Extended leg side plank, rolling to the inner blade of the other foot, the back foot. Breathing. And return to 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring the left foot forward between the hands. We're coming now into a warrior 2 position. So drop the back heel and sweep on up to your warrior 2. In warrior 2, the feet are in one lane of traffic. The hips are side facing. The knee is over the ankle. Shoulders are away from the ears, and you're breathing. Three to 5 breaths here, and then draw that left hip back. So you straighten that leg, lengthen out through the arms, and float them forward as you come to triangle posture. In triangle posture, you can really put your hand anywhere you want to. Try to avoid the knee. And then just sweep and rotate the heart towards the side. Try to keep the neck long and comfortable and breathing. Soften the knee over the ankle, extended side angle. Option to range of motion with that top arm. And then sweep it back for a reverse or proud warrior. Let the left hand reach for the sky. The right hand slide down the back leg as the kneecap still draws up. Keep the glutes engaged. Let the top hand meet the back hand. Draw them together and down as you spread across the collarbones. Find the breath in the low body even as the heart and the gaze lifts. Engage the pelvic floor and the low belly. With your next exhale, fold into humble warrior, coming right to the inside of that left thigh. Raise the hands if you'd like to, and then release them to the mat. Walk both hands over to the long edge of the mat as you turn the left toes to meet the long edge of the mat. Let your heels be out a little further than your toes. Let the tailbone reach back as the fingertips crawl forward. Release the neck. Walk the hands from the left foot over to the left foot. Draw the heart towards the knee. And then slowly sweep over the rainbow as you walk hand by hand over to the right foot. And draw your heart towards this knee with a little micro bend in the knees as you're taking these more intense stretches. Breathing. And then coming back to your hands underneath the gaze, heel toe the feet together to that 3/4 stride. And a couple options here. You can come up into your goddess squat as one option, or you can come down into malasana. And you can also grab a block and just place it right underneath your bum and sit on there to help support you. You choose what is the right degree of engagement for you. Try and spread your knees apart a little bit in garland pose or malasana. Take a breath here or two. When you're ready, push your hands down and raise your hips back up and heel toe those feet back out to that 3/4 stride, or full straddle actually. Let the head hang in a bit of an inversion. And slowly walk your hands up to the top of the mat and step back for your plank. And we'll take these moves on the other side. So push on up to a down dog. Inhale the right foot up. Bend the knee and stack the hips. Exhale, that foot comes out in front of you underneath the body, extended side plank. And then reaching up through the left arm and breathing. Bring the left hand down. The right foot returns to the sky. Exhale and step it forward between the hands. Drop the back heel. Coming up to warrior two. So one lane of traffic. And settle into your warrior two on this side. Let the 2 feet press away from each other. That knee is right over the ankle. Bring a little attention to your shoulders, letting them come down away from the ears. Find the breath in the body. Straighten that front leg. Exhale, reach it forward, Trikonasana. Another option for triangle is to actually place your hand on a block just on the outside of the ankle. Just try and keep the spine long, a little space between the top of the right thigh and the torso. Then soften that front knee, bring the elbow to the knee. Extended side angle. Here we go. Range of motion with that top arm if you'd like. Now we're going to sweep it all the way back. Reverse or proud warrior. Reaching up with that right hand for the sky. Draw the left kneecap up. Top hand comes back to meet the right hand, the left hand. Draw it down, broaden across your collarbones. Lift and breathe. Feel that breath in the low belly. Pelvic floor. And when you're ready, exhale and fold to the inside of that right thigh. Release the hands to the mat and walk them over to that long edge as you spread the heels apart. toes a bit together. Walk the hands through the legs, come into a bit of an inversion for the neck. And then bring the hands directly underneath the gaze. Place the right fist on the earth and sweep the left hand up to the sky as you revolve the spine, keeping the sacrum flat. And breathe. Left hand comes down and the right hand revolves up. Breathing. Hands both down to the mat. Heel toe together to that 3/4 stride. And then come into your version of your goddess squat or malasana. Or take it on a block and just breathe. Rest a moment. If crow is in your practice, this would be an okay time for that too. When you're ready, come on down onto the mat with your hands, heel toe the feet back into that full straddle. Enjoy the inversion for another breath or two. And slowly walk your hands back to the top of your mat. Stepping your foot back, come into your plank. Taking knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, pausing in down dog for 3 breaths. Option to come to child's pose. Looking between your thumbs and then walking your knees forward. Bringing your hips down. We'll just start to unwind our practice here. Okay, so lengthen out the legs in Dandasana. Bring your hands alongside the hips and press into the hands so you float the hips just barely off the mat. Feeling that spine lengthen. And for some people, they're going to benefit from having the blocks underneath the hands so that they can float up even higher, making sure that the hips can float off the ground and really lengthen the spine. And then when you're ready, setting the blocks aside, we'll bring our hands just a little bit behind the hips, and then we're going to take up plank. So squeeze the glutes. Press into the heels. Breathing for 3, 2, 1, and let it down. And we'll unwind our body now onto the mat. We'll bring the left knee up, lengthen out through the right heel, cage the ears, or place your hands just below at the base of the neck. On the exhale, we'll draw up the heart, reaching towards the knee, and then sweep that right arm across towards the left knee. Inhale back. Exhale, reach up and across. Inhale back. Exhale, squeeze and cross. Inhale back. Couple more. Reach it back. And one more. And release. Bring the right knee up, bending that, and lengthen out through the left heel. And then we'll take these moves on the other side. Caging the back of the head, the base of the neck. Exhale, reaching with that left arm towards the right knee. Inhale back. Exhale, squeeze and rotate. Release. And exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach. Inhale, open. And reach. 2 more. And reach. Last one. And reach. And release the head onto the mat. Roll your shoulders under just a little bit and slide your thumbs right underneath the sacrum. Bring your shins into tabletop and reach them out at 45. And then spread the feet and exhale, cross. Spread them out and cross. Breathing and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. One more. Bring your knees in and take a little bit of circles on the low back. And then drop the right heel down. Walk your hands up the back of the left leg. Taking a bit of a hamstring stretch on this side. And then bring that left ankle across the right knee. Slide your hands around the back of the right thigh. Press the left elbow into the left thigh and take your eye of the needle on this side, keeping the ankle flexed on the left. Breathing. And then letting that foot slide off and go long as you walk your hands up the back of the right leg for the hamstring stretch. Right ankle across the left knee. Eye of the needle on this side, hands behind the left thigh, right elbow into the right thigh. Keep the ankle flexed and breathe. Option to rotate it off just a little bit to the left, intensify the stretch. Two or three breaths here. And then letting that ankle come off the knee and slide your hands for the big toes or the ankles and come into your happy baby. Finding all four corners of your back, shoulders to hips, rocking just a bit and breathing. Releasing the big toes and sliding the hands up to the shins, letting the knees drop apart as you reach the elbows out and catch yourself as you rock left and right. Slowing the breath down here as we're coming to the end of practice. Hands to the kneecaps and take some circles. And then gently turn and change the direction. Letting the heels come down to the mat, heel toe the feet out towards the toes, just curling over the edge of your mat. Let your arms come into cactus and begin to windshield wiper the knees left and right. Breathing here and slowing them down and slowing the breath down. And when you're ready, letting both knees drift off fully to the left and taking your gaze to the right. Big breath in and let it go. Gently lifting the knees and beginning to do that wiper, that windshield wiper motion again with them. And then gently letting both knees drift off to the right and your gaze coming over to the left. Big breath in and release. And then taking any posture that your body is calling for. There's one more posture that you really enjoy, like legs up the wall or any particular stretch. And then when you're ready, set up your room so that you might want to dim your lights. You prepare for Shavasana. Unfolding the body onto the mat, honoring your practice and your experience. Let the arms and legs come a little bit away from the center of the body. Let the spine be long. But if it feels better to have your knees up, Feel free to do that too. You can just rest the knees against each other or over a pillow. This practice is for you. Listening to your body and learning to listen to your body. So much wisdom in our bodies. Knowing how we can care for our experience. Deepen the breath a bit here. And on the exhale, feel the energy of your body releasing, softening, yielding. Can you be receptive? Receptive to the in-breath. Receptive to this moment of your life just as it is. Allowing the scalp to soften just a bit, the brow, the eyebrows drifting apart, the eyes soft and the jaw unhinging, the tongue becoming a little more thick, the throat softening. Letting the shoulders drift away from the ears towards the earth. The arms from the shoulder to the elbow to the wrist. Heavy all the way down to the fingertips. Yielding. The back body sinking into the earth and the earth rising to meet it. And your legs now from your hips to your knees, to your ankles, and all the way to your toes. Feel those legs heavy, soft, warm. Letting go. Receptive. Bringing your attention over your heart and the breath over the heart. Receiving each moment by moment and breath by breath. Resting here. And if the attention has drifted away a bit, just welcome yourself home. Coming back to the heart and the breath over the heart. And deepening your breath just a bit. Enjoying the stillness or finding a little movements in your hands and feet. Whatever is right for you. Feels good to take a bit of a stretch. Feel free to do that, or bring your knees in towards your chest, perhaps crossing your ankles a bit. Bring a little comfort to the low back. Let's meet in a seated posture. Bringing your hands to heart. Thank you for joining me for this winter practice, this holiday time practice. Setting aside a few moments to still care for ourselves, even amidst the busyness of our days. Using this practice to practice unwinding. May you know peace. Om Shanti. Namaste. Thank you, friends.